Changing the perception of others is one of the hardest things to do in life. That's precisely what Pilot Freight Services needed to do. See, the perception was that they only handled air freight, and that's all they did. They told us, hey, we want to tell the world we're more than just a full-service air freight carrier. We can handle transportation solutions in the air, on the land, and on the sea. And while we're at it, we want to increase overall revenue by at least 12%. We told them, hey, we know it's hard enough to cover the largest freight transportation system in the world. Just leave the rest to us. By the way, as if our challenge wasn't daunting enough, some guys named FedEx and UPS were throwing their hats in the freight shipping ring around the same time. So we set out to create a campaign to change the meaning of pilot and heighten their overall brand awareness at the same time and establish them as more than just an air freight carrier. You know, change perceptions and all. Oh, and by the way, increase revenue by at least 12%. At the core of our strategy was Syntegration, where we take integration to where it's never gone before, a place where we drive home maximum ROI and deliver a higher level of brand awareness. The first thing we did was get the airplane out of the logo and change the meaning of pilot from noun to verb. We created a new brand identity with all new colors, fonts, a new logo, and a new tagline that conveyed the fact that Pilot is much more than just an air freight carrier. They, in fact, pilot their customers' business from beginning to end and everywhere in between. We knew we needed to reach key decision makers where they lived, worked, and played. So we did. We went online, completely rebranded their website, utilized targeted online display ads, and launched a pay-per-click retargeting campaign which raised their overall visibility in the online space. Of course, we also went offline as well, identifying the two top industry trade publications and getting Pilot Freight Services some nice face time with all those key decision makers. Direct mail was always successful. We just made it better. The result? Well, obviously we changed a lot of perceptions because Pilot Freight Services saw an increase in every major business segment, not just air freight. And as for that overall revenue increase they were looking for, well, they wanted a 12% increase in overall revenue. What they got was an overall increase in revenue of 32%. Quick math tells you that's more than double of what they were seeking, all of which helped the company to surpass the $400 million mark in annual revenue for the first time in its 40-year history.